Hey, great Thursday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, Texas. Good morning, Spadillo. Good morning. And let me say, I don't know if anyone has actually noticed, but I've actually stopped drinking coffee as in early in the morning. Uh, I I had gone to visit my dentist in Cadereyta and did a teeth cleaning. No, brightening of my teeth. Uh, look amazing, and did a teeth brightening teeth, teeth whitening, isn't it? Good morning, good morning. Did a teeth whitening in Cadereyta, and he went in there deep and did some cleaning. Stated that I needed to get some extra work done. Stated, he goes, Erasmo, you're drinking too much coffee. And I'm going like, are you stalking me again? How do you know I'm drinking so much coffee? He goes, because I could tell on your teeth, coffee stains your teeth. And I'm going like, oh. And I think part of the issue, and I shared this the other day, is that I get into this little set routine where, I literally almost always follow it to a T. So I was waking up, getting up, checking my to-do list, rushing to the restroom, taking a shower, este, and then coming back and having my first cup of coffee. Had my first cup of coffee, and I'd already brushed my teeth and everything, and then go to the coffee shop, have a little bit of shindig, come back to the office, get all this set up, have another cup of coffee ready to start the show. So there was no brushing after the cups of coffee. So I guess what's happened was all that gunk stayed on your teeth. And he goes, cut down on the coffee, Erasmo. So, as crazy as this may sound, for individuals that tend to say that I don't listen to anyone, I got cut down on my coffee consumption. That's not easy. Coffee is addictive, man. Gotta have your cup of coffee. Gotta have your cup of Joe. So, so I'm not having coffee. And I switched my schedule around a little bit to whereas now I drink my cup of coffee first, then I go do my restroom activities. Works better that way. That way I get to brush afterwards. Oh shoot! Did I just get another PUB bill? Oh no! Why like? What the hell? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Ella. Good morning. Ashley from Brownsville. Good morning. Good morning. Gabriel Trebino, my man. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good morning. Good morning. Good Delia. Good morning, Anelda. Good morning. Good morning. Let me say, guys. Talking about cutting down on that coffee. Yeah, trust me, it's not easy. Cutting down in general is just not easy. But again, I want to stay as healthy as possible. And unfortunately for me, it's been a difficult week in regards to being on the healthy side. I still think I have this little bug inside of me. I still think that I'm having these little stomach issues. Este, my voice is really, really horrible right now, and I need to get another shot. Abraham, my dentist, was going like, 'cause I was telling him, I said, I'm struggling with my garganta. He goes, go get these shots. And I said, yeah, I already got the shots from Matamoros. And the nurse gave me one on Monday, and she said she was going to give me one on Wednesday. He goes, no, Erasmo. He goes, you need three shots, one right after the other. And I'm going like, Abraham, you're a dentist. What do you know about these things? But I guess because he deals in this general area, he knows. And sure enough, on Wednesday, The nurse didn't come back to give me that other shot, so I'm going to have to go to Matamoros in a little bit to get, get stabbed in the butt. And uh, pues last night while at church, I was trying to sing because I worship at church, so I was out there trying to sing, and let me tell you, it wasn't a pleasant sound that was coming out of my mouth. I mean, usually I sound like an angel, you know, heavenly. Wasn't pleasant last night, and so I said, Avram was right. And it's kind of tripped me out because I'm finding that my dentist is right about a lot of things, but I still like him. He's a good guy. But look, guys, for a lot of people seem to think that Erasmo is very thick-headed and doesn't listen to anyone. Guys, let me say this again, is that I've changed my stance on several things, guys. I've changed my stance on several things depending on how the facts come in. And one of the things that I think that a lot of individuals have been mentioning is in regards, and I had a conversation with Richard the other day because of the, oh, well, sometimes you'll be out there and, you want to be nice to some candidates and they'll all of a sudden turn on you. Guys, they don't turn on me. When candidates don't do, candidates or elected officials don't do the job that they were elected to do, they turn their back on the community as a whole. It's unfortunate because a lot of times you want to believe in people. And look, guys, and I'll go back into the Trey Mendes thing. I believed in Trey. I thought Trey was going to be one of those individuals that was actually going to, do the right thing. Surely did not. And that was just very, very disappointing. But again, guys, you do is it Ronald Reagan? The trust but verify, trust but verify, trust but verify. And it's just going to be a constant out there. You have to. Without that, guys, we'll continue to get screwed. You cannot turn a blind eye. Now, one of the other things that I'm really concerned with a lot of folks out there, guys, you can't do the ride or die. You know, once a candidate starts slipping into the abyss, guys, you can't go down there with them. And then think that, oh, well, because I was supporting them, I have to go down with the ship. You do not. Do not. Good morning. Good morning. But it is very unfortunate. Last night we were talking about a lot of uh, the issues with the raise thing that the BISD is going to go out there and vote for. And look, I hope and pray that the board and administration, they do the right thing towards our folks out there. Start giving them something that's a little bit on the healthy side. My concern is that the way the inflation is going, and us on the verge of going into a recession, guys, we're kind of screwed. You know, we're kind of screwed, and it's really, really, very, very unfortunate because it's the. It doesn't matter if you go out there and get a 5% raise, well, everything else around you is going up 20, 30%. It's crazy. Good morning. Good morning. Sahara dust is raging over our heads thick today. We're all suffering. Hadn't even considered that, bro. That it might be. I tend to be one of those individuals that, honestly, guys, as if I go like from one place to another, like my allergies start to kick in. So I'm wondering if the dust has something to do with it. But my throat is raspy, and my voice isn't there. It's not there, and it needs to be there. Because let me tell you one thing that I am good at. Is that I am good at diatribe, dialogue. Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Pedro. Good morning, good morning. Do you think Pedro Tremez went bad because of his very close and business relationship with now imprisoned Sylvia? 'Cause one of the things that again, and Trey was a friend of mine. One of the things that I had hoped, was that Trey would slowly start to separate from a lot of these people. There was a function that he had on at one of these event centers at Boca Chica, and I went out there to support when he was running for mayor. And I went out there to support. And let me tell you guys, all of a sudden, all these people start walking in. Adela Garza was MC. Sylvia Atkinson was there. Edward Bustos was there. All these people were coming in. And I went up to Trey and I said, Trey, man, you, why are you hanging out with these people? And his excuse was that they were supporting his campaign. Let me tell you guys, if your campaign is going to be supported by crooks, it doesn't do you any good. And right then and there, I started to separate a little bit in regards to the campaign. That's one of the reasons I'll tell you right now. That's one of the reasons why I honestly did not go out there full blown. Oh, let's vote for Trey. Let's vote for Trey. I did not because I was concerned with the individuals he was hanging around with. Now, did they become an influence on his administration? I would dare say yes. Look, when he was running for mayor against Charlie Kabler and Tony Martinez, all three of them guys, people like Ramiro Gonzalez, Rose Gowen, and all that other crap out there, guys, they were out there supporting Tony Martinez. They were all there bashing Trey, all out there for Tony Martinez. As soon as Tony Martinez was out of the runoff possibility, then they all went with Trey Mendez. And, I'd be concerned. And these are the same individuals that had, that had been a part of that administration. Okay. These are the individuals that had been a part of that administration. And the voters had just told you that they wanted nothing to do with that administration. Does that make sense? O sea, Ramiro Gonzalez, Rose Gowen, that Mark something gringo apestoso that stinks. All these people out there, they were with Tony Martinez. When Tony Martinez is out of the equation, all of them went and hitched on to Trey. So my concern is, did Trey not see the writing on the wall? That the people of Brownsville were tired of the Tony Martinez administration. They were tired of his failed policies. They were tired of these people pocketing the money that should have gone to the people of the city of Brownsville. But he brought them all under his wing, and he took them all in. I mean, to the point that Ramiro became his business partner in regards to purchasing property downtown, and then trying to get money from you and from me in order to fix these places up. That's what became unfortunate. So instead of us doing a 180, all we did was a 360. And that's what's unfortunate, because one of the things that I think that the people of Brownsville had voted on, they had voted on a 180. They wanted to end this corruption. And one of the biggest concerns, and guys, I ran on this, and every single time that I've had the opportunity to speak on it on any of the city commissioner races, guys, you always get asked what is the number one issue that needs to be taken care of here in the city of Brownsville. And I've always been consistent. It's these damn boards and committees that continuously eat our lunch. They have got to be done away with. You've got to get rid of these folks, because these are the individuals that are always out there. And then they switch from one board and committee to another board and committee to another board and committee. And it's a mess. And nothing gets done. And we stay stagnant. And that's just very unfortunate. Money changes people for the worse. I will say, ill-begotten money transforms individuals, and they become the worst. Because look, I don't, no crap on individuals that se la matan. And look, a lot of my people out here, they work hard for their living. And again, money that is well earned, este, I don't think it corrupts individuals. This is my concern in regards to all this Democrat crap that goes out there, where they can say, "Oh, well, let's just go out there and tax all the rich people." You know, you're going to punish individuals for being successful. You're going to punish individuals who has sacrificed a lot to get where they're at. It's kind of like a punishment. Uh, Trey Mendez, land sale to the Midi Foundation needs to be investigated. We've tried, uh, we've really tried, and it's very, very difficult because you've got to prove some type of intent. And again, you've got to prove that he knew where all this was going, and also you have to some semi prove that he used his position in order to get this. I mean, we can infer, but there's a difference between inferring and actually completely knowing, and that's part of the issue. Anyone know how Sylvia's handling federal prison? I wish we could have seen her mugshot. Yeah, me too. It would have been so cute. No, I have not heard any word from Sylvia, and it's actually a good thing. I'm kind of on the glad side. You know, I really, really am doing my best to try and put Sylvia behind me. As she was horrible to this community, she was horrible to Erasmo Castro. But you know, just don't want to think about that woman. It's and I had a conversation with someone just recently this week in regards to Minerva Peña, Jessica Gonzalez, and Drew Brown voting against the superintendent's contract. And I said, you know what? That's great. It doesn't justify them giving them that contract. And I mean, Drew Brown and Minerva Peña. It doesn't justify it. It doesn't give them a pass. They still screwed us over. And one of the things that I hope that we as a community can start to learn is learn from the mistakes that we make in regards to supporting individuals who come back and bite us in the butt. And I think that's one of the great things about this special election out there. It really pumps up the masses, guys. And let me tell you, there's a lot of folks out there that are coming out of the work and saying we're actually Republican, and that is something that I have never seen in my life here. Thank you, Kat. That is something that I have never ever seen out here. But I'm proud. I'm proud that there's a lot more individuals out there becoming a lot more vocal in regards to the things that can continuously ail us as a community. Is that look, and again, guys, one of the things that I think that a lot of folk out there don't understand, and Maggie and I were talking about this last night, it's that teachers, principals, deans, all these individuals, they really need to step up their game because what happens, guys, these are the folks that are educated in our community. And for the folks that are educated in our community to not come out to vote is really, really unfortunate and a disaster to everybody else. Look, one of the things that I think that Tim mentioned on the recording that we heard last night, guys, was how these individuals, the bus drivers, were all excited that they got a dollar raise. And look to all those people out there going like, well, they got something. They should be happy. It's not enough, guys. It's not enough. And that's the point that Tim was trying to make. It's just not enough. And it's never enough when you compare it to the crazy amount of salaries that the different individuals out there at the Glass Palace are making. And that's what's just very, very unfortunate. We're never going to go anywhere while we continue to give these individuals passes. We've got to fight for what's right. And we've got to fight together. And we've got to fight for everyone in the community. That was my message to individuals at the Republican uh, little thingy-majig that we went to for George Bush, guys. Guys, it's not a time for division. It's a time to come together. And look, uh, and I'll say this: there's some folks out there that's why you were kind of critical of Mayra Flores, and I said I'm critical about everyone. Everyone. I'm not going to give anyone a pass, but things are different. She is our congresswoman elect, and she is going to be, guys, the leader of the party in this area. Get us or no for the next couple of months. So more power to her. My prayers go out to her and to her family, guys. And let me tell you, we've got to unite. There's got to be unity. We've got to come together. And I think Mayra Flores is going to be smart enough to understand that. It's not a time to go back into campaign mode. It's a time to get them together and to push forward into campaign mode. Good morning. Good morning. Where's your entourage? How blessed say. Uh, Maggie's asleep. Sam, God only knows what he's doing. And I've just given up on Roman. One of the things that has happened to Roman is he's become very influential in the Republican Party. And again, I've always said this about Roman. Roman's weird as crap, but we're all a little bit weird as crap. But the guy knows his stuff. He knows his procedure. He knows his policy. It's just Roman. And a lot of folk sometimes will throw it out there like, Erasmo, ¿no andabas peleado con Roman? I fight with everyone. I fight with everyone. It doesn't mean that you don't dust yourself off and keep on moving forward, guys. It's what being an adult is. Guys, I have a meeting in Matamoros. I've got some weddings to take care of, and I've got a pretty much busy day ahead of me. And nobody else is here to help me out this morning. So, guys, I'm going to end it right now. We'll be back tonight at 9 p.m. Guys, thank you all so much for continuing to come on. Thank you all so very, very much for your support. Guys, I'm getting signs hopefully next week sometime. I'm going to need some help putting them up. I'm going to need some good places to put them up, guys, in District Precinct 2. I love you guys. Stay strong. Uh, Hand sanitizer, social distance, face covering. If you still believe in all that crap, I'm done. Guys, thank you. God bless you. Thank you, guys. God bless y'all. See you tonight at 9 p.m. Guys, be good to each other. Continue to be good to me. God bless.